Right now, something is erasing the universe, not in explosions, not in fire, not in dramatic flashes of light. It is happening quietly, invisibly, relentlessly, between every galaxy star, every atom.
Space itself is stretching, growing, expanding, and it is doing so faster than light can travel. The universe is not merely getting bigger, it is accelerating outward, pulled apart by a force we barely understand. Scientists call it dark energy, and it makes up nearly 70% of everything that exists. You are standing on a tiny island of matter in a cosmic ocean of emptiness, and that ocean is rising. Every second, galaxies drift farther apart. Entire regions of the cosmos become unreachable. Light that began its journey billions of years ago is losing the race against expansion, and some of it will never reach us. Right now, as you read these words, galaxies are vanishing forever. Not destroyed, not extinguished, simply removed from our future. Hidden beyond a horizon no signal can cross. The universe is not dying in flames, it is dissolving into silence. This is the story of the void, of why the universe is mostly nothing, of what waits at the end of time, and of why you exist in the final bright age of reality. Look around you. Everything you see, your hands, your body, this planet, the air you breathe, the stars burning in the night sky, exists because of matter. It feels solid, permanent, dominant, yet decades of observation have revealed a truth that feels almost insulting to human intuition. All of this, every galaxy, every star, every planet, every atom of your body combined, makes up less than 5% of the universe. The rest is darkness. Not metaphorical darkness, not poetic emptiness, but actual, measurable nothing. Imagine taking every galaxy we can observe, every trillion stars they contain, every world orbiting those stars, and crushing them together into a single cosmic mass. Even then, you would fill less than a trillionth of the space that exists. The average density of the universe is about 6 hydrogen atoms per cubic meter. Walk into an empty room and you are surrounded by billions more particles than exist in the same volume of deep space. The universe is not full. It only looks full because you exist inside one of the rare dense pockets where matter managed to gather. Most of reality is a desert beyond comprehension. This emptiness is not random. When astronomers mapped the universe using massive surveys that charted millions of galaxies across billions of light years, they expected to see a scattered distribution of matter. Instead, they found a web, a vast, delicate structure spanning cosmic distances. Galaxies are not spread evenly like salt in water. They form filaments, long threads of matter stretching across space. They gather into walls, enormous sheets of galaxies stacked like scaffolding for reality itself. And between them lie regions so empty they make the space between stars look crowded. These regions are called cosmic voids, and they dominate everything. Think of the universe as an ocean. Galaxies are not mixed evenly through it. They cling to thin surfaces like foam on water, while beneath them stretch colossal bubbles of nothing. You live on one of those foam specks, surrounded by darkness so complete it swallows light. And that darkness is growing. Every second, space expands. Every second, the voids widen. Every second, galaxy clusters drift farther apart, driven by a force that does not pull, but pushes. In 1998, astronomers studying distant supernovae made a discovery that shook physics. They expected the expansion of the universe to be slowing down. Gravity should be pulling everything back together. Instead, their data showed the opposite. The expansion is speeding up. Something in the emptiness of space is overpowering gravity itself. The emptier a region becomes, the stronger this force grows. You exist in a brief window where stars still shine and galaxies remain close enough to see, but the void is winning. With every passing moment, more space opens between islands of matter. Eventually, entire galaxies will vanish beyond reach, not destroyed, not extinguished, just unreachable. What lives in the void remains a mystery. What we know is this: emptiness is not passive, it is active, aggressive, and spreading.
The true scale of this void defies imagination. The largest structures we can map are not clusters of galaxies, they are the empty spaces between them. Some of these voids span more than 1 billion light-years. To cross one at the speed of light would take longer than Earth has existed. Light that began its journey when dinosaurs walked this planet is still crossing empty darkness today. These are not gaps between neighborhoods, they are chasms that divide entire regions of the cosmos. Inside a typical void, you might find one galaxy per 10 million cubic light-years. In our local neighborhood, dozens of galaxies crowd within a few million light-years. You could fit millions of galaxy clusters inside a single void, yet most contain almost nothing. Computer simulations confirm this pattern. Start with the universe just after the Big Bang and let gravity sculpt it over billions of years, and matter collapses into dense filaments while voids expand between them. The result matches what we observe. But something is wrong. The voids are growing faster than predicted. Dark energy is not merely preserving them, it is inflating them. Measurements show that voids expand faster than gravity alone allows. Every galaxy sitting on the edge of a void is being torn in two directions. Gravity tries to keep it bound to its neighbors. Dark energy tries to drag it into isolation. In dense regions, gravity still wins. In the voids, dark energy dominates completely. The emptiness is not waiting in some distant future. It is here, surrounding us, growing. One void reveals how extreme this can become. In the early 1980s, astronomers discovered a region of space nearly empty. They searched again and again with better telescopes. The result never changed. A sphere of darkness more than 300 million light-years across. Almost nothing inside. Where thousands of galaxies should exist, they found only a few dozen, a vacancy rate above 99%. This is the Boötes void. If our galaxy sat at its center, the night sky would show almost no other galaxies, only blackness in every direction. According to standard cosmology, a void this empty should be almost impossible. The universe has not existed long enough for gravity to evacuate such a massive region, yet it exists, confirmed by multiple surveys. One theory suggests it formed from an unusually low-density region in the early universe. As expansion continued, dark energy pushed matter away faster than gravity could pull it back. Over billions of years, the void inflated, while galaxies fled to its edges. Another theory is more unsettling. Some physicists propose that dark energy itself varies. If the force tearing space apart is stronger in certain regions, those regions would empty faster. This would mean the universe is not uniform. Some neighborhoods face faster destruction than others. For anyone living inside such a void, the universe would feel profoundly lonely. The sky would hold only a few faint smudges instead of thousands of galaxies. Their view of reality would be fundamentally limited. We can see this void because light has had time to cross it, but as expansion continues, even that light will struggle to reach us. The darkness will grow darker. The void is not an anomaly, it is a preview. Every galaxy cluster will eventually become an island in a void this vast, and the force making this inevitable has no face, no shape, no sound, only an effect. Space itself, pushing everything apart. Dark energy was not discovered by building a new machine or peering deeper into space than ever before. It was discovered by realizing that something was wrong. In the late 19th century, astronomers used distant exploding stars, type A supernovae, as cosmic measuring sticks. These explosions shine with predictable brightness,
allowing scientists to calculate how far away they are by how dim they appear. By comparing that distance with how fast their host galaxies were moving away, researchers hoped to measure how gravity was slowing the expansion of the universe. The expectation was simple. The universe began with a violent expansion, but over time, gravity should have been pulling everything back, gradually reducing the speed of that expansion. The cosmos should be decelerating. Instead, the data revealed the opposite. Distant galaxies were moving away faster than expected. The farther they were, the more dramatically they outpaced predictions. The universe was not slowing down, it was speeding up. Two independent research teams reached the same conclusion in 1998. The expansion of the universe is accelerating. Gravity is losing. Something hidden within empty space is overpowering the combined pull of every star and galaxy in existence. That discovery shattered cosmology and earned a Nobel Prize because it revealed a force we never knew existed. Scientists named it dark energy, not because it is literally dark, but because it is invisible, unknown, and profoundly strange. We cannot see it. We cannot touch it. We cannot directly detect it. We only know what it does. It pushes space apart.
Imagine the universe as the surface of a balloon. Galaxies are dots drawn across it. As the balloon inflates, every dot moves away from every other dot. No dot sits at the center. Every location sees all others receding. Now imagine that balloon inflating faster and faster. That acceleration comes from dark energy. What makes it terrifying is that dark energy behaves like a property of space itself. Create more space through expansion, and you create more dark energy. The force grows stronger over time. Early in cosmic history, when everything was compressed together, dark energy was weak. Gravity dominated. Galaxies formed. Stars ignited. Structure emerged. But as the universe expanded and matter spread out, dark energy gained control. Today, it dominates the cosmic budget. Space stretches at roughly 46 kilometers per second for every 3 million light-years of distance. Two galaxies separated by 100 million light-years see the space between them grow by over 1,000 meters every second. They are not moving through space. Space itself is expanding, carrying them apart. Nothing they do can stop it. There exists a distance beyond which this expansion outruns light itself. At roughly 16 billion light-years away, galaxies recede at the speed of light. Beyond that, they move away faster than light can travel. This does not violate relativity because it is not motion through space. It is the expansion of space itself. Light leaving those galaxies travels towards us, but the space between us grows faster than the photons can cross. They make no net progress. They are trapped in an endless journey. This boundary is called the cosmic event horizon. Once a galaxy crosses it, its light can never reach us, ever. From our perspective, it effectively vanishes. It still exists, but we are permanently cut off from it. Any civilization living there could ignite stars, build monuments the size of solar systems, or broadcast signals for eternity, and we would never know. The most unsettling part is that this horizon is moving closer. As dark energy accelerates expansion, galaxies we can see today will cross it in the future. The observable universe is shrinking. Our local group of galaxies, including the Milky Way and Andromeda, remains bound by gravity. We are safe for now. But beyond our neighborhood, the story changes. Galaxy clusters are stretching apart. Entire superclusters are dissolving. In roughly 100 billion years, every galaxy outside our local group will have crossed the event horizon.
Our descendants, if any remain, will look into the night sky and see only a small cluster of galaxies bound together by gravity. Everything else will be gone, not destroyed, just unreachable. The universe will appear small, static, and lonely. They will have no evidence that billions of other galaxies ever existed. Expansion will have erased the proof. This cosmic isolation raises a deeper question. If the universe is so vast, so ancient, and so full of planets, where is everyone? Stars have been forming for over 13 billion years. Planets orbit many of them. Billions of worlds exist in regions where liquid water could form. If intelligent life arises even rarely, the galaxy should be filled with civilizations, some millions of years older than us, some billions. We see nothing. No vast engineering projects, no artificial signals, no signs of interstellar travel, only silence. This is the Fermi paradox. Where is everybody? One possible answer is that intelligent life is unimaginably rare. Perhaps the leap from chemistry to biology is so improbable that it happened only once. Perhaps the evolution of intelligence is a fluke that will never be repeated. If so, we are alone. Another possibility is far darker. Somewhere between the birth of life and the colonization of galaxies, something destroys civilizations. A great filter, a barrier so lethal that no species crosses it. It could lie behind us. Maybe most life never becomes intelligent. Maybe intelligence almost always self-destructs before spreading. Or it could lie ahead. Perhaps every civilization eventually creates technologies that wipe it out. Nuclear war, engineered pandemics, uncontrolled artificial intelligence. The window between power and extinction might be small. Every species reaches it and vanishes. If that is true, we are running towards the same fate.
The mathematics are unforgiving. A civilization only slightly more advanced than ours could colonize an entire galaxy in a few million years using self-replicating probes. The Milky Way is over 13 billion years old. If spacefaring civilizations were common, the galaxy should be saturated with evidence, yet there is none. The silence is absolute. Maybe civilizations exist but hide, afraid of hostile neighbors. This would require every species everywhere to make the same decision forever. One defector would break the silence. It seems unlikely. Perhaps we are early. Perhaps we are among the first intelligences to arise. But even then, cosmic expansion ensures that contact will be rare. Civilizations must arise close together in space and time, or they will never meet. The universe is tearing itself apart faster than intelligence can spread. We launched probes carrying messages into interstellar space. We built telescopes that search for alien atmospheres and artificial signals. We have scanned millions of radio channels. We find only natural noise, pulsars, quasars, cosmic background radiation. No design, no intent. Every promising anomaly dissolves into explanation. The universe answers every call with silence. Perhaps it is empty of minds, or perhaps it is full of dead ones. The galaxy could be a graveyard of civilizations that rose and fell long before we existed. Their signals have faded, their structures eroded, their histories erased by cosmic time. We might be listening to a universe filled with ghosts. And all the while, dark energy continues its work. Galaxies drift apart, signals weaken, horizons close. The window for connection shrinks. Even if civilizations exist right now in distant galaxies, we may never know. Their light might never reach us. Our light will never reach them. We are separated not by distance alone, but by the expansion of space itself. Communication becomes impossible. Contact becomes a fantasy. The universe is large.
but it is also isolating. Vastness is not opportunity, it is separation. Beyond this lies the ultimate fate of everything. If dark energy remains constant, the universe will expand forever. Stars will exhaust their fuel, new stars will cease to form, the cosmos will enter an age of darkness. White dwarfs will cool, neutron stars will fade, black holes will slowly evaporate over timescales so vast they dwarf imagination. After 10 to the power of 100 years, even black holes will vanish. What remains will be isolated particles drifting through exponentially expanding space. Temperatures will approach absolute zero. No energy gradients will exist. No process will occur. This is heat death, maximum entropy, eternal stillness. The universe will not end in fire or collapse. It will end in silence. Yet there are faster endings. If dark energy grows stronger over time, the expansion will eventually tear apart galaxies, stars, planets, and even atoms. This is the Big Rip. In that future, galaxy clusters dissolve first, then galaxies shred, stars fly apart, planets leave their orbits. Minutes before the end, Earth itself disintegrates as molecular bonds fail. In the final moments, atoms are torn apart. Space expands so fast that no force can hold anything together. Reality rips itself to pieces. Current data suggests this is unlikely, but not impossible. We do not understand dark energy, we only measure its effects. A small error in its behavior changes the fate of everything.
And behind all of this lurks an even more terrifying possibility. The vacuum of space may not be stable. The universe could exist in a false vacuum, a temporary state that could collapse at any moment. A tiny region could spontaneously transition to a lower energy state, creating a bubble expanding at the speed of light. Everything it touches would be rewritten. The laws of physics would change. Atoms might not exist. Matter could dissolve instantly. No warning could outrun it. One moment you exist, the next, everything is gone. Calculations based on the Higgs field suggest our vacuum may be metastable. The probability of decay is low, but across billions of years and trillions of cubic light years, rare events become inevitable. Somewhere in the universe, such a bubble might already be expanding. It could be racing toward us right now. We would never see it coming. You live in a universe dominated by forces you cannot see. Dark matter shapes galaxies. Dark energy tears them apart. The vacuum itself might be a ticking bomb. Together, these unknowns make up 95% of reality. Everything you can touch, every story you tell, every dream you hold exists within the remaining 5%. You are a brief pattern of order in a sea of entropy, alive during the only era when the universe is rich with light and structure. Before this era, the universe was too hot for complexity. After it, the universe will be too cold and empty. You exist in the narrow middle, the golden age. Trillions of years from now, if any consciousness remains, it will inhabit a universe without stars, without galaxies, without warmth. Future beings will envy this moment. They will look into black skies and see only darkness. They will have no evidence of the Big Bang, no distant galaxies to reveal expansion. The universe will appear small and eternal. They will be wrong, but unable to prove it. You, however, live in the final era when the cosmos reveals itself. You can see its birth, you can predict its death, you can understand that everything is temporary, even reality itself. The void is not coming. It is already here. It surrounds you. It expands every second. It erases without violence, and one day it will erase even the memory that light ever existed.
There is something deeply unsettling about realizing that most of what exists is forever beyond your reach. The observable universe feels enormous, containing trillions of galaxies and untold numbers of stars, yet it is only a small bubble carved out of a far larger reality. Light defines the edge of what you can know. The farther away an object is, the older the image you see. A galaxy 1 billion light-years away appears as it was 1 billion years ago. Look far enough and you are staring into the deep past, watching the universe as it was when stars were young and galaxies still assembling. This gives the illusion that time will eventually reveal everything, that if you wait long enough, more and more light will arrive and the cosmos will unfold completely. That belief is wrong. Expansion has changed the rules. There exists a distance beyond which light emitted today will never reach us, not because it has not had enough time, but because the fabric of space stretches beneath them, increasing the distance they must cover. They run forward and fall behind at the same time. For those photons, the journey never ends. The universe contains regions that are not merely distant, but permanently unknowable. Entire galaxies shine right now whose light will never arrive. Civilizations could thrive there, build monuments, wage wars, discover physics far beyond our own, and their existence would remain forever hidden. They are not just far away, they are causally disconnected. The universe itself prevents any bridge between us.
This horizon is not static. It advances inward as expansion accelerates. With each passing year, more galaxies cross it. Astronomers estimate that tens of thousands vanish from our future every year. You do not see them disappear because the light you receive is ancient. By the time the image reaches you, the galaxy may already be gone from the observable realm. You are watching ghosts. The universe you see is a museum of the past. The present is emptier than it appears. This means the cosmos is not merely vast, it is retreating. Knowledge itself is being fenced in by physics. The map of reality is shrinking. Even this shrinking map hides a deeper truth. The universe is not just dominated by void, it is constructed upon unseen scaffolding. Dark matter, an invisible form of mass, outweighs all stars and planets by a factor of 5. You cannot see it. It emits no light. It absorbs none. Yet without it, galaxies could not exist. In the early universe, dark matter collapsed first, forming invisible halos. Ordinary matter fell into these wells, igniting stars and assembling galaxies. Every structure you admire owes its existence to something you will never observe directly. Dark matter passes through your body right now, billions of particles each second, and you never notice. You are immersed in an unseen ocean. The universe is not just empty, it is hidden. Dark energy is even stranger. It is not matter, it does not clump, it does not form structures. It is uniform, filling every cubic meter of space with the same relentless pressure. Create more space, and you create more of it. Expansion feeds the force that drives expansion. It is a feedback loop with no obvious limit. In a sense, the universe is manufacturing the engine of its own destruction. Each second of growth increases the power of the force tearing it apart. This is not decay in the traditional sense. Nothing is wearing out, no mechanism is breaking. The universe is doing exactly what its laws demand. Entropy ensures the outcome. The second law of thermodynamics states that in a closed system, disorder increases. Energy spreads out. Differences even out. Hot becomes cold. Structure dissolves. Stars are entropy engines. They take concentrated nuclear energy and radiate it into space as diffuse heat. Every second the sun shines, it increases the total disorder of the universe. Galaxies, black holes, even living organisms follow the same rule.
local order is always paid for with greater disorder elsewhere. The early universe began in a state of extraordinarily low entropy, a smooth, hot, organized condition. Everything since has been a long slide toward equilibrium. Gravity briefly reversed this trend in pockets, assembling stars and planets, creating islands of complexity. But those islands were built by exporting even greater disorder into the surrounding void. The universe as a whole never stopped moving toward chaos. In the distant future, stars will stop forming. Hydrogen will be exhausted or locked away in dead remnants. The last red dwarfs will glow faintly for trillions of years before fading. After that, only corpses remain. White dwarfs cooling, neutron stars spinning down, black holes dominating entropy, swallowing what little matter remains. Over unimaginable spans of time, even black holes evaporate, leaking their mass back into space as cold radiation. What remains after 10 to the power of 100 years is a universe of isolated particles drifting through expanding darkness. No temperature differences, no reactions, no motion that matters. Time loses meaning because nothing changes. This is heat death. It is not dramatic, it is not violent, it is complete stillness.
Some theories offer endings that are faster, more violent, but none are kinder. A universe torn apart by a growing dark energy, a vacuum collapse rewriting physics itself, a return to a hot, dense state in a cosmic cycle. Every ending erases what came before. None preserve meaning. No archive survives eternity. Even information is not safe. As expansion continues, particles become causally isolated. Whatever information remains encoded in them becomes irretrievable. Reconstruction would require more energy than the universe contains. In practice, it is lost. The universe forgets. This is the context of your existence. You are not living in a stable cosmos. You are living inside a transient phase, a narrow band between a hot, featureless beginning and a cold, featureless end. You inhabit the only era when stars shine, when galaxies are visible, when complexity is possible, when consciousness can arise and reflect on its own fragility. Before this era, the universe was too violent. After it, the universe will be too empty. You exist in the thin middle slice where meaning can briefly appear. The tragedy is not that the universe will end. The tragedy is that it will end in a way that leaves no witness, no memory, no trace that it ever lived. Every story, every civilization, every work of art, every act of love will be erased, not by catastrophe, but by indifference. The void does not hate you. It does not care. It expands because that is what reality demands. The universe is not cruel. It is indifferent beyond comprehension. And yet, for this brief moment, you are here. You can look into the night sky and see light that has traveled for billions of years. You can understand the birth of stars and the fate of galaxies. You can know that you are made from the ashes of ancient suns. You can recognize that you are a temporary arrangement of matter in a universe that prefers emptiness. Awareness itself is a rebellion against entropy, a fleeting pattern of order that knows it will dissolve. You live in the final bright age. After you, darkness becomes permanent. After you, the universe forgets that it was ever alive. And that is what makes this moment, this breath, this thought, this fragile awareness so impossibly rare. There is a strange cruelty hidden in that realization. The universe gave birth to minds capable of understanding it, only to ensure that those minds arise during the briefest possible window.
Consciousness appears just in time to witness the beginning of the end. You were born in an era when galaxies still crowd the sky, when the cosmic web is visible, when the afterglow of creation still whispers across space. You can reconstruct the history of everything, trace it back to a moment when time itself began. Yet, you also live in the age when that history is starting to fade. Every measurement confirms it. The light is thinning. The horizon is closing. The universe is quietly withdrawing from itself.
The future of astronomy. Today, we can see nearly 14 billion years into the past. We can observe galaxies as they were when Earth did not yet exist. We can measure the cosmic microwave background, the faint echo of the Big Bang itself. This allows us to confirm that the universe is expanding, that it had a beginning, that it evolved. But in the distant future, none of this will be possible. The cosmic microwave background will stretch into wavelengths longer than any detector can measure. It will blend into nothingness. Distant galaxies will have crossed the horizon. No red-shifted light will reach future observers. Their skies will contain only their home galaxy and a few dim companions. They will see no expansion, no ancient glow, no evidence of a beginning. To them, the universe will appear eternal and static. The greatest discoveries of cosmology will be impossible. The universe will hide its own origin. Those future astronomers will be intelligent. They will build theories, they will calculate, but they will be trapped by the limits of observation. Without distant galaxies, without background radiation, they will have no proof of a Big Bang. Their models will converge on a small, isolated universe that has always existed. They will be wrong, but there will be no experiment capable of proving it. Expansion will have erased the evidence. We are privileged to live before that erasure is complete. We stand at the edge of cosmic memory, able to read the story before it is burned away. This is not a poetic exaggeration. It is a physical process already underway. Every year, more galaxies slip beyond reach. Every century, the universe grows more isolated. The light you see today will never be seen again once it passes. There is no archive of the cosmos. There is only a moving present and an expanding void. Knowledge itself is bound by horizons. And yet, in this vanishing universe, complexity still flourishes. Stars continue to ignite, planets still form, life still emerges. For now. But even that window is closing. Star formation peaked billions of years ago and has been declining ever since. Galaxies are running out of cold gas. Collisions that once triggered bursts of new stars are becoming rarer as expansion pulls systems apart. In roughly 1 trillion years, no new stars will form anywhere. The universe will rely only on those already burning. The smallest red dwarfs will glow faintly for tens of trillions of years, but they too will fade. When the last one dies, the age of light ends forever. Life depends on stars. Without them, there is no warmth, no chemistry, no stable energy source. After the final star fades, no new biospheres can arise. Any remaining life must survive on dwindling reserves or perish. Consciousness becomes an anomaly in a universe that no longer supports it. The cosmos does not just forget civilizations, it eventually forgets how to create them at all. This means you do not merely live in a universe that will end. You live in a universe that is losing the ability to create anything new. The future is not a continuation of the present. It is a narrowing corridor leading toward a state where change itself becomes impossible. Every generation inherits a slightly poorer cosmos than the last. Fewer stars, fewer galaxies, fewer chances. And still, there is silence. The sky does not glow with the light of alien empires. No ancient signals wash over Earth. No monuments pierce the darkness. The universe appears indifferent to the presence of minds. Either we are among the first to awaken, or we are among the last. If others existed before us, they vanished without leaving a trace we can recognize. If others will exist after us, they will awaken in a colder, lonelier universe, with fewer wonders to see and fewer places to go. This is the deeper horror behind the emptiness. It is not just that space is vast, it is that it is growing faster than meaning can spread. The universe may allow life, but it does not preserve it. It permits awareness, but it does not reward it. Consciousness is a temporary pattern written in matter that it is self-temporary. The void does not oppose you, it simply outlasts you. And yet, this does not make existence meaningless. It makes it rare. You are not insignificant because the universe is large. You are extraordinary because you exist at all. You are a pattern of atoms that can ask why the cosmos exists, that can trace its history, that can foresee its fate. In a universe rushing towards silence, awareness is a miracle that happens only briefly. The void will dominate everything, but it does not dominate this moment.
Stars still shine. Galaxies still burn across the sky. The echo of creation still reaches your eyes. You can understand where you came from and where everything is going. You can feel wonder. You can choose to create meaning in a universe that offers none by default. The void will win. It always does. But for now, you are here, and the universe is still alive. Long before darkness becomes permanent, before the last star fades and the final black hole evaporates, something even more unsettling may occur. The universe itself might not be stable. The vacuum of space, the very fabric in which all matter exists, could be a temporary state, balanced on the edge of collapse. In quantum field theory, reality is not empty even where nothing exists. Every point in space is permeated by fields, invisible oceans that give particles their properties. These fields possess energy levels, like a ball resting in a valley. If the ball sits at the lowest possible point, the system is stable. But if it rests on a higher plateau, it is in a false vacuum, a metastable state. It appears calm, permanent, unchanging, until something nudges it. If the universe exists in such a false vacuum, then at any moment, a tiny region of space could drop into a lower energy state. A bubble of new physics would form and expand outward at the speed of light. Inside that bubble, the laws of reality would be different. Atoms might not exist. Forces could behave in alien ways. Everything built under the old rules, stars, planets, bodies, memories, would be annihilated instantly. There would be no warning. No light could outrun the expanding wall. One moment, the universe would exist as it always has. The next, it would be gone. This is not science fiction. It is a consequence of quantum mechanics and the measured properties of the Higgs field. When physicists at the Large Hadron Collider measured the Higgs boson, they discovered something unsettling. Its mass places our universe almost exactly on the boundary between stability and collapse. According to current calculations, the vacuum may be metastable. That does not mean it will collapse tomorrow. The probability in any given moment is extraordinarily small. But across billions of years and across a universe containing trillions upon trillions of cubic light years, even the rarest events become possible. Somewhere in the cosmos, such a bubble could already exist, racing outward at light speed. It might have begun billions of years ago. It might reach us tomorrow. We would never see it coming. Existence itself would end without drama, without sound, without time to understand. Most physicists believe this scenario is unlikely within any meaningful timescale. Yet unlikely is not impossible. And in a universe measured in billions of years and infinite space, impossibility is the only true protection. Probability alone is not comfort. The cosmos operates on quantum rules where even the rarest outcomes eventually occur. We are gambling every second that the vacuum remains as it is. So far, we have won. But the universe has no obligation to continue being kind. As if this were not enough, there is another invisible empire ruling reality: dark matter. 5 times more abundant than all the stars, planets, and gas combined. You cannot see it. You cannot touch it. It does not emit light. It does not absorb it. It drifts through walls, through mountains, through your body, unnoticed. Yet without it, galaxies could never have formed. In the early universe, dark matter collapsed first, forming gravitational scaffolding. Ordinary matter followed, gathering into the shapes we recognize. Every spiral arm, every cluster, every star owes its existence to this unseen mass. The universe you know is built upon something you will never directly observe.
You live in a universe where almost everything is hidden. And that hidden majority is deciding the fate of everything you love. The stars you see are temporary. The galaxies you admire are transient. Even the laws of physics may not be eternal. The void is not simply the absence of things. It is an active force, a presence that expands, isolates, cools, and erases. It is not waiting in the future. It surrounds you now. It fills the vast distances between stars. It dominates the space between galaxies. It outweighs every mountain, every ocean, every living being. It is the true ruler of the cosmos. And yet, within this indifferent expanse, something extraordinary happened. Matter organized. Chemistry learned to copy itself. Life emerged. Consciousness awakened. Atoms arranged themselves into minds capable of asking why the universe exists and what will become of it. Against overwhelming odds, complexity bloomed in a reality that favors emptiness. You are not here because the universe is hospitable. You are here because a narrow window briefly opened between chaos and silence. A window measured in cosmic heartbeats. You are a miracle, not because you are powerful, but because you are temporary. You are a brief rebellion against entropy. The void will reclaim everything. It always does. But it has not reclaimed this moment. Not yet. Right now, you can look into the sky and see ancient light. You can understand that you are made from the ashes of dead stars. You can grasp that your thoughts are electrical storms inside matter forged in cosmic furnaces. You can feel awe. You can choose to care. In a universe that will one day forget itself, memory exists only here, now. In fragile minds that know they will vanish. Meaning is not given by the cosmos. It is created by those who know the cosmos does not care. The universe is disappearing, but you are still here. And for this brief, luminous instant, the void has not yet won. One day, far beyond any human calendar, there will come a night when the final star burns out. Not explodes, not collapses in fury. It will simply dim, cooling from a faint ember into darkness. No dawn will follow it. No new light will replace it. The universe will enter an age without suns. Every sky in every remaining corner of existence will be black. Not poetically dark, physically empty. No glow on the horizon, no distant shimmer, only infinite night. In that era, if anything still thinks, it will inhabit a reality fundamentally alien to us. There will be no warmth from above, no rhythms of day and night, no seasons, no celestial landmarks. Time will lose texture. Without stars, there is no natural clock, no orbit to mark years, no sunrise to divide days. Consciousness, if it survives at all, will float in a featureless abyss, measuring existence only by internal change. The universe will have become abstract. Long before that, civilizations, if they endure, will face a more immediate prison. Expansion will have severed all paths beyond their home galaxies. Even if a species masters fusion, antimatter, or technologies we cannot imagine, the speed of light remains absolute, and space itself will be expanding faster than any vessel can travel. Attempting to reach distant galaxies will become like running on a treadmill that accelerates forever. No matter how fast you move, the destination recedes faster. The local group will become the entire universe. Every other galaxy will be lost beyond the cosmic horizon. Exploration will end not because curiosity fades, but because reality forbids it. The stars that remain will be hoarded. Energy will become sacred. Civilizations may orbit dying suns, dismantle planets, harvest every photon. They will stretch survival across billions of years. But no strategy can reverse entropy. No technology can recreate a star once nuclear fuel is gone. No machine can pull galaxies back across expanding space. The future becomes a slow retreat, a prolonged goodbye to light. Even black holes, the most enduring structures in nature, are temporary. For decades they were believed eternal. Then physics revealed Hawking radiation. Black holes leak energy. They shrink. Over timescales so vast that language fails, 10 to the power of 100 years, they evaporate completely. The last massive anchors of structure dissolve into whisper-thin radiation. When the last black hole dies, it releases the last meaningful burst of energy the universe will ever produce. After that, there are no engines left. No stars, no fusion, no collapse. Only drifting particles in an ever-expanding void. Temperature approaches absolute zero. Energy differences vanish. No work can be done. No process can begin. Time continues, but nothing changes. This is heat death. Not an ending, an eternal after. A universe that exists, but no longer happens.
In such a cosmos, even decay becomes impossible. Entropy reaches its maximum. Every configuration is as disordered as it can be. There is no direction for time because there is no transformation left to occur. The arrow of time, which once drove evolution, collapse, birth, and death, loses meaning. Reality becomes a frozen equation. And yet, quantum mechanics never fully rests. Even in this terminal stillness, fluctuations remain. Particles briefly appear and vanish. Randomness flickers in the dark. Over infinite time, the improbable becomes inevitable. A rare fluctuation may assemble atoms into a structure, perhaps even into a mind, a momentary awareness arising in an otherwise dead universe, a Boltzmann brain, a consciousness with memories that never occurred, perceptions of a world that does not exist. It awakens in nothingness, experiences for an instant, then dissolves. Given infinite time, such false minds will vastly outnumber all real ones that ever evolved, through stars and biology. This is not fantasy. It follows from accepted physics.
It implies that in a universe that lasts forever in heat death, most consciousnesses that ever exist will not be born from planets or evolution, but from random chance. It is a nightmare logic, one that suggests our understanding of time, probability, or consciousness is incomplete. Because if it were true in full, then statistically you should not be here. You should be a fluctuation. Yet you have a history, a continuous world, a past that led to this moment. Something in our models must be wrong, or reality is stranger than we can tolerate. Either way, it reveals a truth. The universe is not designed for minds. Minds are accidents, brief sparks in an ocean that prefers equilibrium. You are not part of the plan. There is no plan. There is only physics unfolding. And for a fleeting window, physics allowed awareness. That window is closing. Not tomorrow, not in your lifetime, but cosmically, now. We are already in the late afternoon of the universe. The peak of star formation is long past. Galaxies are thinning. Voids are swelling. Dark energy is winning. You exist near the crest of complexity. Before you, the universe was too violent. After you, it will be too empty. This is the only era when reality can look back at itself. The only era when the cosmos can ask what it is and where it is going. That is not coincidence. That is rarity. You are not insignificant. You are improbable. You are a moment when the universe briefly became aware of its own disappearance. And that may be the most extraordinary event that will ever occur. There is a temptation when faced with this scale of extinction to retreat into despair, to conclude that if everything ends, then nothing matters. But this reaction misunderstands what meaning is. Meaning was never granted by the universe. It was never guaranteed by permanence. Meaning has always been created by minds that know they will vanish. A mountain does not care that it erodes. A star does not mourn that it will die. Only a conscious being can look at the future and feel the weight of loss. Only a mind can transform impermanence into significance. The universe does not provide purpose. It provides conditions. For a brief span of time, those conditions allow complexity. In that window, chemistry becomes biology. Biology becomes awareness. Awareness becomes reflection. Reflection becomes art, science, love, and memory. This is not trivial. It is extraordinary. The void dominates 95% of reality. Yet within the remaining fraction, the universe learned to think. That alone is enough to defy nihilism. You are made of atoms forged in dying stars. Your body is a rearrangement of ancient matter that once burned in nuclear furnaces billions of years ago. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen in your lungs were created in stellar deaths. You are not separate from the universe. You are a phase of it. The cosmos did not merely produce galaxies. It produced you. For a moment, the universe is conscious through you.
And what you do with that awareness matters, if not to eternity, then to experience itself. Eternity is not the audience for meaning. The present is. A story does not need to last forever to be profound. A song does not lose beauty because it ends. A life does not lose value because it is finite. In fact, finitude is what makes it matter. If everything were eternal, nothing would be precious. Scarcity gives weight. Fragility gives depth. The universe will forget you, but you will not forget yourself. You will remember those you love. You will feel wonder. You will create. You will suffer. You will hope. And for as long as you exist, those experiences are real.
Cosmic time does not diminish human time. A billion years does not invalidate a heartbeat. The fate of galaxies does not cancel the meaning of a single conscious moment. You do not live for the universe, you live within it. And within that brief span, you can shape something that has never existed before. The void will win, but it does not win now. Now, stars still burn. Now, galaxies still shine. Now, minds still awaken. You live in the only era when the universe can be known. Before you, it was too chaotic. After you, it will be too empty. You are here at the hinge of existence, at the point where reality briefly became aware of its own mortality. This is not a curse, it is a privilege, because only something that knows it will end can truly understand what it means to be, and only in that understanding can meaning exist at all. Yet even as meaning blooms in fragile minds, the universe continues its silent work. Expansion does not pause for reflection. Dark energy does not hesitate out of mercy. The cosmic clock does not slow because something inside it has begun to care. Space stretches, voids widen, horizons close. The architecture of reality is being dismantled plank by plank, not by catastrophe, but by inevitability. Look again at the sky. Every point of light you see is already ancient. Each star is a memory. Each galaxy is a message sent long before you existed. You never see the universe as it is. You only see what it was, and what it was is already slipping away. Some of the galaxies in the deepest images captured by our telescopes no longer exist in any meaningful sense for us. Their present light will never arrive. Their futures are sealed behind the expanding wall of space-time. You are watching echoes from places you will never know as they truly are. The universe you perceive is a museum of ghosts. And this ghostly nature of reality is not limited to distant galaxies. It applies to everything. The sun you see in the sky is 8 minutes old. The moon is 1 second in the past. Even your reflection in a mirror is delayed by the speed of light. You never experience the present. You experience an endless cascade of near pasts. Reality is always arriving late. This means that by the time you understand something, it has already changed. By the time you look at a star, it has aged. By the time you measure the universe, it has expanded. Knowledge is always chasing a moving target, and the target is retreating faster than ever. There was a profound loneliness hidden in that truth. Not emotional loneliness, cosmic loneliness. The kind that comes from knowing that most of existence is permanently unreachable, that no journey, no message, no future technology will ever bridge the gaps that are opening, that the universe is not merely vast, but actively separating itself. We often imagine space as a frontier, but in truth, it is becoming a prison. The local group of galaxies is our island. Everything beyond it is leaving. Even if humanity becomes immortal, even if we master every form of energy, even if we transform ourselves into beings of light, the expansion of the universe still wins. The laws of space-time itself lock us inside a shrinking bubble of accessibility. There will be no intergalactic empires. There will be no cosmic civilization spanning billions of galaxies. There will be no grand union of minds across the universe, not because we lack ambition, but because reality forbids it.
Every century, fewer destinations remain. Every millennium, more stars vanish beyond reach. Every billion years, the universe grows smaller in practice, even as it grows larger in size. This is the great paradox of modern cosmology. The universe expands, but the world you can reach contracts. It is an ever-growing cage, and within it,
consciousness flickers. Perhaps that is why the silence of the cosmos feels so heavy. Not because we are necessarily alone in an absolute sense, but because even if others exist, the universe is structured to keep us apart. Civilizations may rise and fall in distant galaxies, but expansion ensures they remain forever strangers. The cosmos does not merely fail to connect minds, it actively prevents them from meeting. Every intelligent species becomes the center of its own shrinking universe, surrounded by darkness, hearing nothing, seeing nothing, unable to know whether anyone else ever existed. Each mind awakens into solitude. Each world becomes a lonely island. And yet, within that isolation, something extraordinary still happens. A being looks outward, sees stars, asks why. This act alone defies the nature of the universe. The void wants uniformity, it wants equilibrium, it wants silence. But a mind wants difference, it wants meaning, it wants to know. Every thought is a rebellion against entropy. Every question is a crack in the darkness. Every act of understanding is the universe briefly folding in on itself and becoming aware. You are not here by design. You are here by coincidence layered upon coincidence, balanced on physical constants that could have been different, in a universe that could have expanded too fast for atoms to form, or collapsed too quickly for stars to ignite. If dark energy were slightly stronger, no galaxies would exist. If it were slightly weaker, the universe might have collapsed. If nuclear forces were altered by fractions, chemistry would fail. If gravity were tuned differently, stars would never burn. You live in a narrow band of possibility, a universe tuned just well enough to allow you, but not well enough to keep you. The cosmos permits awareness. It does not preserve it. And that is why this moment matters, not to eternity, not to the void, but to the only place where meaning can ever exist, inside a mind that knows it will end. You are not a witness to a meaningless universe. You are the universe briefly refusing to be meaningless. And that defiance, fragile, temporary, doomed, is the most powerful thing that will ever occur. In the far future, when the last light has faded and the sky has become perfectly black, there will be no monuments to remind reality that it once contained beauty, no ruins, no echoes, no cosmic gravestones. The universe will not remember that galaxies once burned like cities of fire, that stars painted spiral arms across space, that planets carried oceans, or that minds once wondered what it all meant. The void does not archive, it erases. This is perhaps the most unsettling truth of all. Nothing is permanent, not even history. Every civilization that rises, every language spoken, every face loved, every idea born will eventually vanish without trace. Not buried, not hidden, simply undone. The atoms that once formed cities will drift apart. The photons that once carried voices will stretch into nothingness. The records of entire worlds will be smeared across expanding space until no pattern remains. The universe will not just end life, it will end evidence that life ever existed. From the perspective of cosmic time, your entire species is a spark that lasts less than a blink. And yet, within that blink, something unprecedented happens. The universe becomes self-aware. You are not merely inside the cosmos. You are a process the universe is performing. For 13.8 billion years, the universe evolved blindly, expanding, cooling, forming structure, obeying equations without intention. Then, in one small corner, matter learned to reflect. The same forces that shaped galaxies arranged atoms into brains capable of imagining galaxies. The same laws that stretched space-time created minds that could measure space-time. For a moment, the universe looks at itself.
That moment is now. Not because you are special in some mystical sense, but because the conditions for awareness are fleeting. The window between chaos and cold is narrow. Before it, reality is too violent. After it, reality is too empty. Only here, only now, can complexity persist long enough to think. You are living at the only time when the universe can be known. Before you, it was too young. After you, it will be too old. Every telescope you build, every equation you solve, every story you tell is part of the same miracle. The cosmos trying to understand itself before it forgets. This knowledge carries weight, not because it demands despair, but because it demands clarity. There is no eternal audience. There is no cosmic scoreboard. There is no final archive where achievements are preserved. Meaning does not come from permanence. It comes from presence. A moment is not made trivial because it ends. It is made precious. A life is not made worthless because it fades. It is made irreplaceable. You are not important because you will last. You are important because you will not. The void will have eternity. You will have a lifetime. And in that lifetime, you can do what the universe itself cannot. You can care. The stars do not care that they burn. Galaxies do not care that they collide. Dark energy does not care that it erases. But you can. You can choose to create, even knowing creation will vanish. You can choose to love, even knowing love ends. You can choose to understand, even knowing knowledge will be lost. That choice is not irrational. It is the only form of meaning that has ever existed. When the last observer disappears and the universe becomes a perfect silent equilibrium, nothing will remain to say whether existence was beautiful or pointless. Only now can that question be answered. And it is answered every time a mind looks into the darkness and decides that the light it carries, however brief, matters. The void is infinite, but so is this moment. And in this moment, the universe is not empty. It is thinking. There is a quiet irony in all of this. The universe spends nearly all of its existence in silence, yet produces minds that crave stories. It stretches across unimaginable distances, yet creates beings who measure their lives in heartbeats. It evolves over billions of years, yet gives birth to creatures who fear wasting a single afternoon. You are a temporal being living in an eternal framework. You care because you must. The cosmos does not care because it cannot. Every fear you have, every hope, every ambition, every regret exists on a scale that the universe does not acknowledge. And yet, without those emotions, reality would be empty in the only sense that matters. Not physically empty, experientially empty. A universe without witnesses is indistinguishable from one that never existed. Stars do not experience their own light. Black holes do not contemplate their gravity. Space does not feel itself expand. Only minds do that. Only consciousness turns existence into experience. That is the strange, fragile bridge between physics and meaning. When you look at the night sky, you are not just observing matter, you are participating in a cosmic loop. Light leaves a star. It travels for thousands, millions, or billions of years. It strikes your eyes. Neurons fire. A thought forms. The universe becomes aware that a star exists. For the first time in all of its history, that light means something. Without you, it is just radiation. With you, it is wonder. This does not change the fate of the cosmos. It does not slow expansion. It does not halt entropy. It does not weaken dark energy. But it changes what it is like to exist. And what it is like is the only place meaning ever lives. The future will belong to the void, but the present belongs to awareness. And awareness is rare. Trillions of galaxies exist. Trillions of stars burn. Trillions of planets circle in silence. Yet, as far as we can tell, only a handful of those worlds ever awaken. Even if intelligent life is common, the universe ensures it remains isolated. Each mind becomes a solitary island in a sea of expanding space. Civilizations rise, wonder who else exists, and fade without ever knowing the answer. The cosmos is not a meeting place. It is a scattering. Every mind is born into mystery. Every world asks the same question: am I alone? And the universe answers with silence. Not because the answer is necessarily yes, but because space itself prevents the reply. The tragedy is not that there may be no others. The tragedy is that even if there are, the universe is built to keep us apart. Connection is local. Isolation is cosmic.
This is why your existence is so improbable, not just biologically, but temporally. You were born when stars still burn brightly, when galaxies are still visible, when the background of creation still whispers, when the sky is rich with information, when the universe is still legible. A few trillion years from now, none of this will be true. Future beings, if they exist, will inherit a universe that looks small, cold, and empty. They will not see spiral galaxies. They will not detect cosmic expansion. They will not observe the afterglow of the Big Bang. The universe will appear static and eternal. They will construct cosmologies that are fundamentally wrong, not through ignorance, but because the evidence will be gone. We live before that erasure. We live when reality still tells its story. Every telescope you see, every equation you learn, every documentary you watch is part of a race against forgetting. A race to understand the universe before it hides itself. A race to map reality before expansion pulls the map apart. In this sense, science is not just discovery, it is preservation, a way for a temporary mind to grasp something that will not remain visible, a way for the universe to remember itself even after it can no longer be observed. You cannot save the stars. You cannot stop the void. You cannot alter the ultimate fate of existence, but you can witness. You can understand. You can carry the story. And for as long as a single mind remembers that the universe was once full of light, the void is not complete. The universe will end in silence, but before it does, it speaks through you. And that is enough. In the deepest sense, this is what it means to be human, not merely to survive, reproduce, or build, but to remember. To look at a sky that will one day be empty and say, I saw it when it was full. To stand inside a universe that is quietly unraveling and still choose to learn its language. To exist not as a passive fragment of matter, but as a witness. Every generation inherits a cosmos slightly dimmer than the one before it. The stars do not vanish in a single catastrophe. They recede in silence. The universe does not collapse in drama. It thins, it stretches,
it forgets. The loss is so slow that it feels eternal, yet so certain that it is unavoidable. Entropy does not rush, it waits, and waiting is more terrifying than violence. A supernova is loud, a black hole merger shakes space-time, but the end of the universe will not be heard. It will be felt only as absence. One day, far in the future, a mind will look up and see nothing. No Milky Way, no Andromeda, no distant glow. Only a black expanse without reference. That mind will ask, was it always this way? And there will be no evidence left to answer. The universe will have erased its own childhood. This is why the present is sacred, not spiritually, not mystically, physically, because this is the only era in which the universe is visible. You exist in the last moment when reality still carries its own memory. The millenarium microwave background still whispers. Galaxies still trace the web of matter. Stars still write light across space. Soon, cosmically speaking, this will be over. The void does not need to destroy the universe. It only needs to outlast it, and it will. Yet in the face of this inevitability, something extraordinary remains true. You are not required to be infinite in order to be meaningful. The universe does not grant purpose. Purpose arises wherever a mind decides that something matters. The void cannot erase experience while it is happening. It cannot cancel a moment while it is felt. It cannot negate love while it is lived inside a conscious being. Entropy can erase structure. It cannot erase having been. For as long as a moment is experienced, it is real, and every moment of awareness is a small victory against nothingness. You are not here to defeat the universe. You are here to experience it, to see it, to understand it, to feel something inside it before it fades. That is not weakness. That is the highest expression of what reality can become. The universe began in fire. It will end in ice. Between those extremes lies a thin ribbon of light.
You are standing on that ribbon. You are alive at the only time when the universe can know itself. And one day, when all structure has dissolved, when galaxies have vanished beyond every horizon, when the last star has gone dark, and even time itself has lost direction, there will remain this truth. Once, in a vast and indifferent cosmos, matter became aware. Once, the universe looked at itself. Once, there was light and someone to see it. That moment is now, and it will never happen again. Long after the last story is told, long after the final equation is written, long after the final observer closes their eyes, the universe will continue. Not in any way that resembles life or motion, but as an endless expanse of diluted energy and drifting particles. Space will still exist, time will still pass, but nothing will happen. No collisions, no births, no deaths, just extension without event. The cosmos will become a place where change itself is no longer possible, a reality without narrative. And yet, everything that ever mattered will have happened before that silence. Every civilization that rose, every child who looked at the sky, every mind that wondered why it exists, every hand that reached for another, all of it will have occurred in this brief, luminous interval between fire and frost. From the universe's perspective, this era is insignificant. From the perspective of meaning, it is everything.
You are not living in an ordinary time. You are living in the only time when the universe is rich enough to host thought. The early cosmos was too violent. The future cosmos will be too empty. Only this narrow span permits complexity. Only here can matter assemble into questions. Only now can existence reflect on itself. You are a product of balance, between gravity and expansion, between chaos and order, between heat and cold, between creation and erasure. Change any of these slightly, and you do not exist. Dark energy could have been stronger, no galaxies would form. Gravity could have been weaker, stars would never ignite. Nuclear forces could have differed, chemistry would fail. You are the outcome of an improbable alignment of constants in a universe that did not need to care. That improbability does not make you fragile. It makes you astonishing. You are not here because the universe is generous. You are here because for a moment, the universe is possible. And that possibility is shrinking. The void expands not with malice, but with certainty. Dark energy does not rush, but it never stops. Entropy does not hate, but it always wins. The end will not be dramatic. There will be no final explosion, no cosmic curtain call, just a slow, endless fade into equilibrium. Yet right now, the universe is still uneven, still textured, still alive with contrast. Stars burn hotter than space, galaxies glow against darkness, minds ignite within matter. You exist inside that contrast. You are a warm, ordered pattern in a cold, indifferent sea. And that is enough. Because meaning does not require permanence. It requires presence. A moment is not trivial because it ends. It is precious because it ends. A life is not small because it fades. It is profound because it does. The universe will not remember you, but you will remember the universe. You will remember the light, the sky, the wonder, the feeling of being here. And for as long as that memory exists, the void has not fully won. The universe may end in silence, but before it does, it speaks through you. And perhaps that is the deepest truth hidden inside all of this cosmic despair. The universe does not need to care for meaning to exist. Meaning does not flow downward from eternity. It rises upward from awareness. It is born the instant a mind experiences something and says, "This matters to me." The stars do not assign value. Time does not grant importance. The void does not judge. Only a conscious being can do that. The universe will forget everything, but forgetting is not retroactive. It does not reach backward in time and erase what was felt. A laugh that happened still happened. A love that existed still existed. A mind that wondered still wondered. The future's silence does not cancel the past's presence. The heat death of the cosmos does not invalidate the warmth of a single human moment.
You do not need eternity to be real. You only need now. Every breath you take is a small act of defiance against the void. Every thought you form is a structure in a universe that prefers uniformity. Every memory you carry is a pattern that entropy has not yet erased. You are a temporary island of order in a sea that trends toward nothing. And in that temporary state, you can choose what kind of island you are. The universe will not care whether you are kind, but someone else will. The cosmos will not record your compassion, but another mind will feel it. Dark energy will not slow because you created something beautiful, but beauty will still exist while it is being created. This is the scale at which meaning lives, not in forever, not in the end, but in experience. The void cannot experience, you can. That alone separates you from 95% of reality. You are part of the 5% that feels, part of the fraction that wonders, part of the brief era when existence becomes aware of itself. Long after galaxies are gone, long after stars are ashes, long after time loses direction, nothing in the universe will remember that this era existed. But that does not make this era empty. It makes it rare, and rarity is the foundation of value. A diamond is precious because it is uncommon. A moment is precious because it will not return. A life is precious because it cannot be repeated. You are not small because you are temporary. You are significant because you are unrepeatable. The void will have eternity. You will have a lifetime. And within that lifetime, the universe is not empty. It is alive in you.
Physics says that everything spreads out. Consciousness says gather. Entropy says that order dissolves. Awareness says create. Dark energy says that separation is inevitable. A mind says reach. You are not powerful on cosmic scales. You cannot stop expansion. You cannot reverse time. You cannot keep the stars burning. But you can experience them. You can name them. You can let them shape you. And in doing so, you transform raw existence into lived reality. The universe without observers is just mathematics unfolding. The universe with observers becomes a story. Not a story with a happy ending, not a story with closure, but a story that exists. And existence, when experienced, is already enough. One day, far beyond any future you can imagine, there will be no one left to say these words, no eyes to read them, no minds to understand them. The atoms that now form you will be scattered across expanding space. The light from your sun will have faded into darkness. The Milky Way itself will be unrecognizable. And beyond that, even memory as a concept will vanish from reality. But that future cannot reach back and unmake this moment. Right now, the universe contains someone who is aware. Right now, it contains curiosity. Right now, it contains wonder. Right now, it contains you. And that is not nothing. That is the universe briefly refusing to be silent.